Hey guys, so today's video is all about how you should properly clean a piece of material before you weld it. Now this is just a demonstration. You don't really have to clean this part of a piece of square tubing, but however, you do have to clean the entire joint before you weld. It's ideal, it creates ideal circumstances, it allows your weld to be better, especially if you're doing cleaner welding like TIG welding. You absolutely have to do this. But anyways, let's get right into the video. So this piece of material here that I picked out was sitting in a bin somewhere, and it looks like some pieces of square tubing I welded back together at some point, and I cut them up, welded them back together, don't know why, but I did, and they're incredibly rusty, and I'll put something in the upper right hand corner of the screen that just shows you exactly how rusty they are. It's so rusty, electricity won't even pass through it, but I can show you guys how exactly to fix that and to get a nice clean welding surface, an area that's ideal for the weld to go down. So you're going to need a few tools. You just need an angle grinder with a flap wheel on it. The flap wheel that's on mine is kind of beat up. You just need it to take the rust off. A wire wheel or anything works fine. You can wire brush the rust off, but that's going to take forever, so you obviously want some kind of power tool. So an angle grinder works. And essentially what you're going to do is in the area that you're going to be welding, what you want to do is you want to try and get all the rust or anything off it. It's not only rust, but it's there's a coating that is usually put on most pieces of material. You want to take that off as well to the best of your ability with the grinder. And it's really just, you go through, you try and get as much of it off as possible. You get it so you can visibly see shiny metal wherever you're welding. But you're not done yet. The piece of material is still incredibly dirty. You need to chemically clean it for it to be truly clean, and that's where this comes in. This product is known as acetone, and it is essentially a solvent. It's a really good cleaner. It works really well in metalworking. I recommend you buy a can and keep it around. Now, to work with acetone, you need some kind of rag. I used a paper towel here, but rag, paper towel, something like that. But you also want to use rubber gloves and make sure that they're rated for chemicals, because this stuff will absorb through your skin and it can really screw with your liver, I think. And you want to be as safe as possible. But anyways, you just want to pry the cap open, however that is, unscrew the cap, take the cap off, put some on the rag, and then eventually, what you're going to end up doing, once you've got it soaked in enough, you don't need to soak the entire thing, just a small area, you want to scrub the entire welding area that you're going to be welding, and you can see what it does. You just want to give it a couple of scrubs. You're going to want to make sure it's nice and clean, and if you look at the paper towel, it's disgusting. Even after we flap wheeled it, that's what's still left on, and that's why you use the acetone. And right now, as you can see here, the weld is going on perfectly fine. It starts easy. I did end up grinding off a little spot for my ground to make it easier. You know, you don't really have to do that if the material's clean, but if it's rusty and you're working with something rusty, grind off an area. You don't need to put acetone on it, but you want to grind off an area for your ground clamp, so that makes sure you get that electricity to the joint, and it makes the weld a lot easier if you just grind a small area. You don't need to clean it or anything. You just kind of flap wheel a small area, put your ground clamp on that, and you're good to go. So, anyways, that's really about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I didn't upload last week or the week before that because I was busy with finals and school. But I'm done making excuses, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.